Welcome to episode 22 of the Nerd Outlet Podcast.
Huh?
Ooh, that one sounded a little rough.
It sounded like a shit, dude. I watch enough Samurai Champloo to know that noise.
And the shitter over there is your boy Nathan Haller.
Hello, nerds.
And the one hysterically laughing is your boy Greg T.
Duh? Did you say duh? Duh? Hello, Greg. Duh. Duh.
It's that astonished anime noise.
Is that a question mark or an exclamation point at the end? We may never know.
I just got surprised. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
All right. I got one thing, though, before we even start this show. I got to get off my back. I gotta pull a Kanye real quick.
Oh, snap.
Didn't watch the Grammys, but I saw the awards.
Oh,
and
yeah,
tell
I know
me,
this is going.
like, I'm not even talking about like any of the other awards Chance won.
Beyonce got.
But
Nah,
how is Chance a better new artist than my boy Anderson .paak?
Anderson. Okay, let me just put this out here. I haven't really listened to Anderson .paak, but what they previewed at the Grammys sounded like Kendrick Lamar with drums.
Yes.
What song did
That's
they
kind of
preview?
accurate.
That's what he sounded like. I don't know what song it was.
You wouldn't be wrong though, because
If he's rapping,
Okay,
he
then
sounds
my
like
next
Kendrick,
question is
flow-wise, I think.
you guys are completely right though, because they're both from LA and they're both under Dre. So Dre is the one who make sure that the mixes sound
You're
right.
talking about Kendrick and
my boy Anderson
Anderson
.paak.
.paak.
Okay, so my next question is, who does Chance sound like then? Because the question is, if he's just basically if Anderson's basically just Kendrick with drums.
He's not, though.
Oh no! That, I'm just saying, like, whatever they previewed, because I mean, it's the Grammys. They're gonna put like whatever
The big songs.
Yeah, the big song. That's why I'm saying, like, you guys aren't wrong.
He performed with somebody though.
He performed with,
With
Knowledge?
No, it
with,
was
the
the-
Free Nationals.
the group that came back, Tribe
Tribe
Called
Called Quest. Yeah,
Wait, who? Kendrick?
No, Anderson
No,
.paak.
Anderson. He
And
was a
Busta
judge.
Rhymes.
Hey, bro! Why you guys? Now I feel like I wish I would have saw the Grammys.
You can watch on YouTube.
Dun,
I only
dun,
wanna see that part.
dun, Dun, dun,
But no,
dun.
Anderson .paak is really more of a singer, I think, than a
Yeah.
rapper. But
Okay.
like he does like do raps. Like,
Yeah,
he
he's
does do
kind of
hip-hop.
like.
But
I'm
he
gonna-
like
I'm
is a
gonna
very
listen-
very skilled drummer for sure.
I'm gonna
And
put
then
him in
he
my
also
music.
just puts more soul kind of music into it.
Yeah,
than,
his thing is
rap
like
music.
you're right, like more soul and like funky.
All I gotta say is, if you like that, they also had somebody else on there, Gary Clark Jr.
Oh, he's so good.
Holy shit!
For the
dude.
new artist.
No, he
Uh,
performed.
He's
Oh,
a
okay.
blues guitarist.
He's a blues guitarist.
So good.
Holy shit, dude! He is like, dude. Honestly, he sounds like 50s, 60s blues meets like with like a tinge of like modern music.
Mhm.
Interesting.
And it's not like, see, usually like what I don't like is usually you get like the half and half.
Yeah.
Like we're half blues but half like the Black Keys or something like that. I'm like, this is cool, but like
Ooh.
I wish it was a little bit more like, that's what I'm saying. I wish it was a
Right.
little bit more on the
Putting
older
the Black Keys
side.
down.
Fuck those guys.
But shout out Guitar Hero.
I
Live
like
one time.
Brothers. Honestly, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I love Turn Blue. I think it's their best album they've ever made.
No, their
It's the
music's
most
great.
non-repetitive album that the Black Keys have ever made, and it gets slammed by Black Keys fans because it doesn't sound like literally everything else they've ever made. Because I've listened to they had a lot of albums before that. I don't know how many, but they all sound the fucking same.
Hey, on the real though, if you liked Gary Clark Jr., you should check out a band called the London Souls.
London Souls.
They're real good.
All right, so the London Souls. Sorry guys, I'm adding this to my music at the moment. Here Come the Girls. I'm just gonna add that album. I already like the album art,
Yeah, they're awesome.
and then Anderson .paak.
While Nathan's
Malibu.
doing this.
By Anderson .paak.
Oh, Malibu. And if
That
you-
album is like
Oh, bro, I think you've played this
so
before.
many genres. It's just all
yeah,
over the place.
Malibu's insane.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I'm like, dude, Malibu
You've showed me
is
Malibu.
literally 20 times better than Coloring Book 3. How?
Bro, I'm just gonna be honest. Why do people like Chance that much? Like, I honestly think like this is a true just honest, not shitting on the guy or anything. I think the music's good. I think his lyrics are good. I just cannot get past his voice.
I can tell you why people like.
That's what's unique about him.
Yeah,
but I think it's annoying.
I mean, I understand that. Like, I do the same thing with Little.
Like this.
I do the same thing with Little Yachty. Like,
yeah,
I think his vocals are annoying as fuck. But like at the same time, he's doing something different.
But like people like are
like
all over the internet, man. They're like, dude, Gambino's like the light, like the free version of the app, while like Chance is the premium like shit you get. And I'm like, what?
No, they're
like
not the same at all.
First and foremost, like, I'm sorry,
they go really well together.
They go well together, and I know they're friends. But let's just be real, man. Gambino is better than Chance. Do you think? I
honestly,
definitive
definitive answer on that.
No, but like, look at it.
I don't know.
Look what he's made, and then look what Chance has made.
Oh,
as of right now, when you look at their
catalog, yes, their catalog. Gambino has a more.
Which one's more versatile? Which one has literally just completely was like, I'm not gonna make a rap album. I'm not gonna rap on it once.
But I mean,
and then it becomes my favorite album.
That's why Chance is the best new artist, though.
No, but like, I just feel like the question,
or at least put out as much music.
He's not really a new artist. That's what I don't like about the Grammys is what they consider a new artist.
Same thing with Anderson.
Because Chance would not be a new artist if it wasn't for the new rule changes that came between last year's and this year's. He wouldn't even be on the Grammys if they didn't change the rule that a streaming only album can be part of the Grammys. That's the only reason why Chance was on this year, not last year. It was like Acid Rap or something like that. Because Acid Rap, when that album came out, the rules said they cannot put him in any category. So basically they changed the rule to where a mixtape can be nominated.
Yeah.
So the thing is, Chance really isn't a new artist. This isn't like hey, this is our debut album. I mean, how much music does Chance have? Because he has two mixtapes.
10 Day, Acid Rap, and then Coloring Book. Just Coloring Book. I was going to say 3, but no, that's just technically Chance 3.
Yeah, and then what is
Anderson .paak have? He has,
I'm guessing he has something.
He has Venice, Malibu, and then with Knowledge as the group NX Worries, he has Yes Lord and
Yes Lord.
So at this point, man,
Link Up and Suede.
At this point, if Gambino just like wasn't releasing albums and then just, I think didn't he win Best New Artist or
Gambino?
At least nominated Gambino because of the internet? Because I don't know about what's that first album? The one I don't listen to, huh?
Camp.
Yeah, Camp.
Camp is his first album.
I love Heartbeat. I fucking love that song, but the rest of that album just doesn't really do it for me.
It's kind of cheesy.
What was that?
It's kind of cheesy.
Cheesy?
Lyrically.
I haven't given
Camp I'll give you that. I mean
it never bothered me.
Heartbeat's kind of cheesy too.
Yeah,
but like I think that's why I like it.
Sure.
But that might also be the reason why I don't like the other songs.
Hey, but on the real though, at least the fucking Chainsmokers didn't win. So
Devin put a tweet. She's like, who won? I can't remember who won instead. Was it
They were in Best New Artist. I don't know what else they were nominated for.
That's right. Because she said, thank you, Chance. She's like, I don't really listen to you, Chance, but thank you so much for winning just so the Chainsmokers didn't win. And I was like, yeah. Okay. I didn't know who the fuck they were for like ever. Is that where you're going through?
That's what I was gonna say. Can somebody explain to me, are they an EDM group or a rock band?
They're
in like duo.
EDM pop.
They're like an EDM pop duo.
They're basically the pop version of EDM.
Okay. Because you want to hear what's crazy? I'm pretty sure at one of the festivals I've been to.
You saw them?
I've seen them, and they were like one of the headliners.
Yeah.
But
they're gonna be there again when we go to Shaky Beats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can't wait.
You don't understand that, like, you're gonna see a huge crowd, but anybody who actually listens to EDM, they're just like, dude, fuck the Chainsmokers.
But the thing that's nice about those type of people though is they're gonna bring popularity to EDM, and that's how you got to look at it. Like how I look at Sumerian
Justin
records.
Bieber already did that shit.
Yeah,
he does it way better than
Jack
they do.
True, that was insane.
True, but the Chainsmokers are getting attention. Like it doesn't need to be one artist, but I'm saying like, you know why I don't like. I'm a big Sumerian Records guy. I love Periphery. I love Born of Osiris. I like After the Burial. I love Animals as Leaders. But guess what? I don't think Animals as Leaders would happen if they didn't have Asking Alexandria on there. I hate Asking Alexandria. I think they're a shitty ass metal band. They're the they're the girl, like, that sounds bad, but like the goth girl scene queen band where they get all the girls to buy their merch and all that type of stuff and buy their albums. But guess what?
It's because they're so edgy because
Yeah.
they put like fuck on T-shirts and
Yeah.
they're English, so
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, so that means that's
Hello,
already like.
we're asking Alexandria, and we're shit pissed drunk, and we're gonna chug for you, and we're gonna chug. And I'm just
oh my
like,
god,
okay.
is Asking Alexandria in my bedroom right now?
Yeah. Which one's Alexandria?
Yeah, which one?
I have a question for him. No, but like, dude, I never have to listen to their music because I choose not to, and I think having a band that is that successful on that record on that record label allows the Sumerian to release some of the stuff that they might have not been able to before. Look at EA. Like I never played Unravel, but I don't think Unravel would have ever became a thing if
We didn't have Madden.
Well, what's a better example is Shadow Light, like with Ubisoft.
So you have these successes, and then you can take a risk.
You can take a risk and maybe have like your dream game or dream artist that I want someone like Animals as Leaders. They're not the best example anymore because they've just gotten so much bigger with each album. But like when Animals as Leaders came out, that was definitely a risk for Sumerian to put that a 3-man band, three-man instrumental. Super progressive metal band.
Technical.
Yeah, super technical. You know, Veil of Maya has gone a little bit more modern with their music when it comes to metal. So I mean, like, you know, Veil of Maya is not the technical band on Sumerian anymore. So you know, it starts to beg the question. You know, what albums? And I'm pretty sure they have like a bunch of alternative stuff now that you might actually be into Sumerian.
Doubt it.
No, I've listened to a few of the. I'll link it to you.
No, they signed Circa for one album for like their most recent one.
Did they? Are
Yeah.
they still on there?
I don't know. I have to check.
That's interesting.
They put out
But it just
a record by themselves, and then they put out their most recent record, Descensus, on Sumerian.
Was it good?
Oh yeah. I mean, it didn't change. The band didn't change their sound or at all.
No, it's
like-
still a good album.
They're still Circa, but yeah, they just put it out on that label.
It's so weird how you like have different bands. Like one band you're completely fine with them just keeping the same sound and not really like experimenting, and then you have like another
I mean,
band.
they do, but
You know what I mean though.
Right.
But like something like I would say Periphery probably expands their sound more than Circa, but like that's okay for Circa to do that, and that's okay for Periphery to do that. You know, I sit here and always say like I want another like Periphery 2 album, but at the same time I'm just like, nah, man, I like them like kind of doing different stuff. Like Periphery 3, like there's a lot of orchestration in it because Misha's really into using I can't even remember what the software is called, but it's just cool to see particular bands do different things.
Does it happen to be called Auto-Tune?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, orchestral like using like software to make like
Logic,
like
Pro
making
Tools.
like an orchestra.
Garage.
So like the beginning of
Yeah.
beginning of one of their songs on the new album is like a 40-second intro where it's just like a bunch of dope ass orchestral shit, and then it goes into the album. I mean, it goes into the song.
But yeah, Anderson.paak got snubbed.
Dude, he really did. He really did.
I completely forgot that we were actually talking about
Also,
that.
how many times do we have to celebrate Adele? Like, who cares?
Oh, dude, did she
Bro,
win
but at the
stuff?
same, yeah, she won.
Yeah,
she
she
won song
won
record
again.
of the year and album of the year.
Bro.
That's it. I thought you were gonna go like
Uh.
Beyonce got snubbed, and I'm just like,
I didn't even know. I didn't know they were. Up
I can
against
totally
each other
see
again.
it. But see, the thing,
I
is,
haven't
but,
even
like,
listened to Lemonade yet because I can't.
True.
It's like not available anywhere.
Yeah, you have to buy
Oh,
it.
title only, or what do you mean?
It might be title streaming only.
I think it might be on Apple Music too.
It is
but
on-
like I'm not paying for these services.
It's not. You can't stream it on Apple, but you can
Oh,
buy it
really?
on iTunes,
Okay.
and then it'll pop up on your Apple Music.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause it's like I would say it's like Kanye, but he ended up releasing the unfinished mix of Life of Pablo. See, that's why Kanye wasn't on the Grammys, because you can't nominate an album that's not done yet.
Okay, where? So we'll see him.
See, makes sense. Makes sense
Yeah.
that Life of Pablo wasn't nominated or anything because the album's not done yet. Like you can't give a Game of the Year to Arc survival evolved because
And the worst part is
DayZ.
Rust.
So many people on YouTube and on Steam who would love to give those games Game of the Year.
No.
And I'm like, bruh, please don't.
Yo, I'm gonna like spit in their fucking like cereal in the morning, man.
Luther's
why the
like,
fuck
this
would
is
you
Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
This is a real fucking video
Yeah,
game.
dude.
This is a
honestly.
finished game. But at the same time, people can go, are they really finished? Because look at like fucking Final Fantasy 15. They're adding like all this new shit in here. I'm like, this game should have been in the fucking game.
I don't
Wait,
know.
what do you
They
mean?
just want to
Like, what
Bro,
all these
like,
updates?
dude, every single update is like these small little features. I'm just like, dude, this should have been in the game.
They
'Cause
just
I
wanna
still
have-
haven't
They just
even-
want to have people keep playing it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it kind of like at the same time though, like now that I've like finished the game and like I'm never gonna play it again, it's kind of just a big fuck you to me.
Yeah.
My dude, I should have.
I thought you were going to go
should've
back and plat it, though.
Do you not remember? I think we talked about this on here. It's just got to the point, dude. There's too many games coming out right now. Like,
Too many
But
good
I told you
games.
this was going to happen. You're like, nah, dude, I got it.
oh, I'll definitely say that you were right then.
Oh, okay.
You're acting like
Oh
I,
my
I
god!
won't sit there and like.
he admitted you were right.
I know. I mean, I told you
I
this
do that. Fuck that
I'm
bullshit.
just kidding.
I just thought, I thought you were just like really
Dude, I
really
was
trying to
really
do this.
liking it, and then what happened is it just took a break from it. It's like the Bloodborne kind of thing. You know, I'm gonna beat Bloodborne. I'm gonna beat Bloodborne, and then like you get back into it, and like your groove's gone, and you're just like, you know what? Who cares?
talking about not even Bloodborne, but Neo. You're
Bro.
probably not going to get any more, right?
After
There's no, because the co-op
literally, so Colin Moriarty on Kind of Funny Games said it's harder than all the Dark Souls
Yeah.
and Demon Souls, and if Dark Souls, okay, and he's like, but it's harder than Bloodborne. I'm like, fuck. And he's like, and it's harder than Demon Souls, and I was like, ooh, because Demon Souls is the hardest one from what I've heard from like everybody who's into
because
the
it's the
Souls
most
series.
obtuse.
Yeah, and then Dark Souls 1, then Dark Souls 3, then Dark Souls 2, and then Bloodborne, depending on people's opinions, kind of thrown in the mix, usually on the easier side. And then so Colin, Zach, Ryan from IGN have both said it's harder than any From Software game they've played. And the girl that reviewed Neo for IGN,
Chloe Rad.
Yeah, Chloe Rad. Everybody's been saying she had more trouble with this than she did any of the Dark Souls games.
And she plays those
And
games
that's
like
she
religious
more
she's the
like
one. She's the one that
like
they
past
go to.
completion. She
Yeah.
basically like discovers every little secret about those
And
games.
when I heard that, I was like, nope,
Oh, I'm still.
that's too hard. For
See,
me.
I already knew when I first played the demo. I was like, I'm
Same.
never gonna beat this
I
game.
played the alpha test and I was
Yeah.
like, nah,
but like
I'm good.
from what I know, the beta that we played was literally like easy mode for the actual game.
No, yeah, that's why.
Like everybody says, dude, you will get your fucking ass handed to you at the beginning. And the thing that's crazy
They say
is
like
like
the first boss is like the
Yeah.
hardest one in the game.
honestly, dude, listen to this week's because I just finished it. It just came out today. Zach Ryan is on podcast Beyond, and he brought it up. He's like, "There's 3 stances, like we know from the
Yeah,
from that,
light,
he's like,
medium, heavy.
yeah, you have
High
quick,
stance, right?
you have quick, defend, and attack. Those are what they're basically. One that's like full offensive, one that's defensive, and then one that's quick.
I thought it was like heavy. The higher one, which is heavy attacks.
Yeah,
The one that's in the middle, which is like a balance.
this is a regular
then-
attack.
And then
And
there's the
then
one
the
that he's like
low.
lower, which is faster and light.
But one's a
attacks.
defensive one. But that's what I'm saying. One's a defensive approach, one's an offensive approach, and one's a quick approach. And you don't want to usually use the quick one all the time. But he says like you could be in like basically a combo and be like the game wants you to switch interchangeably
stances,
between
yeah,
those.
I know.
And there's a whole stamina system, and it's not the same type of stamina system. I don't know what he meant by it, but basically there's a way to bring your stamina up quicker, which the game is trying to teach you. And he's like, if you don't know all of those mechanics on the first boss, you're going to keep dying. He said that he's like he's tried that first boss like 50 times, and it's kicking his ass more than any time it did in Bloodborne or anything like that. And I'm like, dude, fuck that.
Damn.
I feel like it's a game about finesse. And
Yeah,
just
he
like
said
pulling off combos as like cleanly as possible.
Yeah.
but they
That's
say
the
like,
only reason it interests me.
yeah,
It's because the combos and like every time I see somebody like actually pulling off crazy stuff, I'm like,
it looks dope,
"Dude,
doesn't it?
This looks sick.
But the thing is like he's like This is my issue. This is why I liked Bloodborne, because it was fast and it had less systems to worry about than Dark Souls. Dark Souls is slower, but you got to work. It's slower, so it gives you a little bit more time on what to do, but also it has more systems that you got to worry about. So you have that trade-off. The thing about Neo is it has more systems than Dark Souls does, and it's faster than Bloodborne, and everybody around you is just as fast as you. I'm like, dude. So it's like the fast speed of Bloodborne mixed with the obtuseness of Dark Souls, and it's faster than both and harder than both.
Shout out Neo.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, dude, to each his own. Like, I know everybody who's, like, really big into Souls games is going to pick it up and play it and love it, but I just wish there was an easier version.
Yep.
Like, it just bums me out because these games look so good, and yet again, like, and I play games, dude. We play games a lot, but, like, dude, I just, and some people are like, no, dude, you just really got to study these games. And I'm just like, dude, like,
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time. I'm not in high school anymore. I'm not in middle school anymore, where I can literally just only play games after school and not worry about homework and not worry about papers and huge ass assignments.
Those were the days.
Yeah. And I don't even have a job right now. Like, I do have free time on my hands right now, but like,
you gotta play that TF2 though. You gotta play that Titanfall.
Yeah, I'm playing TF2 with him, and
you gotta get ready for that tournament so we can wreck some fools.
Yeah, we gotta
dude, for real. Like, if you guys are down, we really gotta sign up for this on Reddit.
Yeah, before we go down to that, you said something. No, he said something to me on the chat when we were playing TF2 about it changing on your Game of the Year list. Basically, if we went back and did our Game of the Years for 2016, where did you say you would probably put it?
Oh, I said I put it like the second one,
yeah.
but I have only it only went up like
or
one.
Blood and Wine.
Was it? I thought it was like 6 or something, dude.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, yours was pretty low.
What?
Yours wasn't even in the top
I
5.
had Titanfall in my like third place. Or something.
No, dude, because I remember like, dude, you were like praising this game, like, and I was like, why is it so low on your list?
Interesting. I can't remember.
We'll have to go back and listen.
Because I know Blood and Wine. I mean, Blood and Wine's still first.
Yeah,
but
then you probably had what, Dishonored?
Or this is that I said second, but then I realized no, yeah, it would be third then. It would have been.
You would put Dishonored over.
Yeah, I put Dishonored over it.
Still,
dude, and see, you still haven't given Dishonored 2 a shot, but it honestly doesn't matter at this point. When you play Prey and you see how Arcane does level design.
Oh, dude, no. I like their level design. I think their level design is good in Dishonored 1. I think it's good.
It's just gonna blow you away.
It's just that's not the type of stealth game I want to play. Does that make sense? Like, if I want to play a stealth, I want to play like the Splinter Cell, and sometimes Metal Gear Solid scratches that itch.
Don't play it stealth, dude.
Huh?
Don't play it stealthily.
No, yeah, that's another thing too. I forgot what I was listening to, but somebody was talking about.
I might then.
Was it?
Can I borrow
Hitman?
it soon then? Or are you someone that your play still playing it, or did you get it digitally?
I think I have it physical. Let's get physical.
Because how long did it take you to beat?
Hey, you got
to put in consideration. You're probably being very timely and trying to.
Oh no, dude! I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I literally explored like all of Karnaka.
And how long do you think it put?
Oh, bro, I put like ridiculous time into that game. Like, time I honestly shouldn't have put into that game. Like, it got to the point where I was just like, dude, I just want to fucking see how this game ends. Because I'm
borrowing Q's Resident Evil soon. I don't think I'm getting.
You honestly shouldn't borrow Dishonored from me then, because you're forgetting in like 10 days we have.
I don't think I'm going to be able to pick it up at
day one.
Yeah,
dude,
unless I can find a job.
You're saying this, but it's
no. But I'm saying unless I find a job, like, I honestly just can't afford it right now.
Bro, I'm telling you.
After Valentine's, I'll find a way. I'll suck him some dick. I always find a way. I could literally have like negative $80 in my bank account, but like
this guy
find
always
a way
says
to
this,
like,
and then he's sitting there,
get that positive,
watching all these reviews pop, and he's just like, dude,
I'll go in debt.
And like, I will have
been in the car.
Yeah,
we're going to Best Buy.
And he'll just get it, and I'll be like, dude, I had this game pre-ordered, but I still waited like a day to pick it up. And he's like, oh, bro, I have it now. Like, I'm playing this now. And I was like, didn't you tell me like 3 weeks ago there was no way? Like,
and I find ways. But at this point, dude, I have like no more games to trade in. I got nothing to trade in anymore, man.
Dude, about
especially I've just gone digital recently. Like, almost all the new games I've got are digital. So
talking about trading in. I'm honestly thinking about canceling my Horizon pre-order.
and just getting it digitally.
Yeah. I don't
Do
think
it.
I'm gonna get games physical anymore.
Dude, I've gotten into I'm very happy. What I need to do is when I ever get a job, save up, get a new hard drive for the PlayStation. Buy a maybe like a little terabyte external for the Xbox, and then be set, because it's just getting to the point where it's like, dude, fuck this. Like, I hate having.
No, the only things I'm gonna get physical now are like special editions and collector's editions where I want to get like the steel box case.
True.
Yeah.
But talking about digital games.
Yeah, I feel like Halo or something like that's gonna be the only thing that really grabs you on that.
Oh no, and dude, honestly too, like I'm saying that about Horizon, but I know the Sony fanboy in me wants to have that case for Horizon.
Yeah.
So I probably won't cancel my pre-order.
I still can't believe they haven't like found some way to like
still give you a case.
yes for the digital version.
Yeah, it's
Like
weird.
it baffles me that they just.
I would, but dude.
Also, I mean, like you can also just probably be like, "Hey, you got any extra steelbook cases?"
Honestly, dude, I hope
You worked there for like almost 2 years.
That's how I got the
Dude.
Witcher one.
what
Oh yeah. Oh, same here. I walked
Basically,
into.
just pre-ordered at Best Buy and they had one, and they're like, "Here you go."
dude,
you got
and
some
you're
Oh,
so
I
stuff."
walked
lucky
in
'cause
there.
You have the variant one.
Yep.
I have another one of the variant
That's
ones.
the
but
Best
I-
Buy exclusive one.
Wait,
But I want the one you have though too. I'm
wait.
probably gonna
Which
have to
one do
rob
I
you,
have,
Greg.
Luther?
We have the other variant.
We have the same one. Okay.
Yeah, we have the
Because we
one
came in
where
the
it's
same
like
day,
Triss
right?
and Yen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I'll honestly trade with you because I know how much that game means to you.
Oh no, you don't understand. I want both.
He wants both.
Oh, okay.
But wait, which
Well, if somebody had like the generic
Yo, if I can
case,
find
then I'll
mine,
trade it.
hey,
Yeah, you're.
Well, actually, wait. It comes with the generic case, so I'll just give it to you.
Oh wait, for real?
Yeah, dude.
I was about to say, I was like, dude, if I can find mine, I would. Yeah, and if does
Yeah,
it come
'cause
with
you-
it?
Yeah, I have the regular case. It's
Yeah.
right
Okay.
there
Yeah, if you
next to it. So
okay, cool.
I'll
I was
just
about
give
to
you the
say, if you
steelbook.
can't find it, I was like, and if I find mine, I'll trade it with you so he can have that.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I don't know where mine is anymore.
You have the one where it's like Aridin on there. That one looks sick.
Yep. Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Yo, pop it out real quick. I want to see that shit. Yeah, dude, that's fucking dope. That one's cooler than
Yeah.
ours. That's like 10 times cooler than
No,
the
yeah,
one we
it's
have.
cooler, but at the same time though,
Well,
I
both.
like that's what I'm saying. I like the one where it's like
that,
Triss
that
and
one's more
Yenna.
actiony.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. This one
Yeah.
is way doper than the one
Yeah.
we have.
No, but the one you also have an attachment to Yen and
Yeah.
Triss, like, dude, what a fucking good game. What a fucking good game. Like,
shout out
yo,
to Witcher one time.
did you see the post? I sent you a message. I don't know if you saw it, but I think CD Projekt Red, looking at their shares right now, they're worth over $1 billion now.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. I saw that before you even sent it to me on r/gaming.
Isn't that dope though?
Like all their assets combined and everything is that's insane. And they also just got a grant from
From the government.
their government. To
Yo, we need more boobies in
research-
these video games.
Yeah.
And the government's like, yo, we got you.
they're like, "You're making us look great. Please keep doing what you're doing."
Where are they from again? Poland?
Oh,
Poland, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, I rewatched Danny O'Dwyer's making of
The Witcher.
The Witcher on.
He has one.
Well, it's not No Clip. It's the GameStop one, or GameSpot. Do you not remember that?
I wonder if I've seen this one. This one came out
Bro, I
before
told
the
you
game,
this.
right?
It came out near release. It was
Near
before the
release?
game came out.
I think
He
I've
went to
seen this,
Poland and talked to him. and all
Yeah,
that
I
type
think
of
I've
stuff.
seen this.
It's 3
But
parts. They're
I'm
like
probably gonna
15
watch
minutes.
it again though.
Yeah, because I
I've
was like,
definitely seen this. because
dude, I
it
still can't
shows
believe you.
how
Have
the
you
game
wait,
transitions
did you
through.
ever end up finishing the Doom stuff?
Yeah, I finished the Doom. I
you watch-
I like the Doom a lot,
Wasn't it
But-
amazing, dude?
but I couldn't get into the Rocket League one, and I don't know why.
wait,
I-
even just the making of.
Yeah, dude, and
Because I can
you
totally
like,
understand like the
I
ones like,
binged
that
the
are.
Doom one too, even though you know me, where I was like, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and watch this.
Yeah, 'cause-
I watched the first episode and then
Why was it Rocket League one? Night.
dude, I don't know. It's just like when the way they're talking about the game is just like it's not as cool, and I guess maybe it's just because like I love the history to side of like games, and when they're showing like Doom 1 and then when they're showing like, hey, this is what Doom 4 was gonna be.
See, that's the
And-
dope part of the no clip on there.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then like the Rocket League one, like I already know these guys come from Calling All Cars and all that stuff. Maybe that's why too. Like since
You already knew so much of the story. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I feel like
I
the,
like the story.
Doom one's more exciting because you had this mystery of like what the hell the game was gonna be, because nobody even knew what the game was gonna be like,
Yeah.
and it
And
kind of was like a surprise announcement. Whereas Rocket League really just is an evolution of Super Rocket
Yeah.
Battle Cars or whatever that game is. It's
True.
literally the exact same game.
I just
It's
like
just
I just like
better
this.
in
I just,
production.
I just
Like,
love
it
hearing
just
their
looks
story
better.
of like almost barely not having any money, and like hearing that from the higher ups. Even though we've kind of heard like a brief part of the story, like now we have a full-fledged story you can watch.
Right.
And I think Danny just made some really. Yeah, I mean, to each his own. Like
He's just a really good interviewer.
and editor and everything, dude.
Yeah.
Danny O'Dwyer's like, I fucking
Oh
love
no,
that
I mean
dude.
like I agree with you 100%. That's why like I watched that first episode, and then I had to go somewhere, so I couldn't watch it again. And then like a week later, I watched like literally the rest in like one sitting. I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah. Some people are speculating he's teasing The Witness as his next one. I'm not really big on the game, but what's his name that made it?
Jonathan Blows.
Yeah, Jonathan Blow. Yeah. After watching the indie game movie, very interesting guy. So regardless of if I'm ever gonna play The Witness or not, I'm very.
I still
interested.
need to watch that movie.
Well, it's good. It's really good,
Yeah, it's pretty
actually.
I mean, dude, it has to be good.
The second one's
If-
awful. Second
if-
one's awful.
If your boy James Willems gives it a shout out,
It's good, man. No, dude, like it's really like interesting because it's like three people and it's literally narrating the same process, but like every single one is completely different. You know, you have fucking Phil Fish, which is just a total fucking tool bag, and thinking
Cool game,
like
though.
he's like, I'm gonna kill myself if
Fez?
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's basically like, yeah, if this game fails, I'm gonna kill myself. And you're like, okay, dude, you're
what does
fucking
he
And
crazy.
then you had the
now?
Super Meat Boy guys.
Bro, I don't fucking know. He
No,
made that.
He still has his game studio. They're
Yeah,
working
he
on
made that-
something. But
Well, he made that puzzle game on VR,
yeah.
Super Hypercube.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's him.
His game studio put that out. Yeah.
Dude, what a
Yeah, supposedly that game was amazing.
Yeah.
dude! It just
Cool puzzle
pisses
game,
me
I
off
guess.
though that he won't make Fez 2 because people heckled him online, bro. That's,
even he's a heckler, bro. The problem is he doesn't know how to deal with trolls.
Right.
Like the dude just like fuels
kind of like
trolls so much.
Jaffe.
oh, but Jaffe.
See, but
Jaffe
Jaffe,
has, like,
but
a-
Jaffe's not gonna sit there and quit and be like,
He
"We're
just-
not
yeah.
making,
He
we're
just
not
loves to
releasing."
antagonize people.
Yeah.
Like he revels in that. I think
Yeah, dude,
That's the
Ja-
difference between them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Phil, like actually gets
he gets
hurt
hurt by it.
by
you're
these
right.
trolls,
You're
while
right.
like
Jaffe
yeah.
doesn't give a fuck, but he
Th-
loves
so
like
so
antagonizing
yeah,
people.
he fucks with the trolls. He trolls the trolls, while Phil is like, "Yo, fuck you, man! I fucking hate you, man! Yo, best two isn't coming out. I quit." And you're like, "Yo, did he actually quit? No, he didn't actually quit, but he,
just
definitely isn't making
canceled
Fez
his
2.
game, and you're not like, dude, fuck you. Because
Over-
I never
over
finished Fells.
internet trolls.
Yeah, dude.
Over internet trolls.
Bro, you work in the gaming industry. How are you gonna let this get to you?
Over internet trolls. You literally cancel a game, and I'm pretty sure, like, at least from what we knew, that game was at least a year in development,
Bro,
maybe even
I'm-
more.
I've heard that game was literally like
Almost
at
done.
least like halfway done. At least halfway done.
That-
Bro, how are you just gonna shelve it though?
for. I don't know, man. Like, what a fucking weirdo. But dude, we were talking about Arcane, and we were talking about how good their game design is.
Oh yeah.
So we finally got some like really good footage of Prey.
First hour.
Yeah, first hour. I'm pretty sure no outlet has a whole uncut version of the first hour.
Polygon streamed it.
Streamed it? Okay, really? Okay,
It's
so I'll have
actually
to
on my
watch
wall
it then.
right now.
It's what?
It's on my wall right now.
Cool.
You know
I'll
what
have
I
to check
want
it
to
out.
know though?
But yeah, everybody
Is-
else kind of just cut it up.
Yeah.
Is this Arcane's A team or B team?
I don't know, dude. After watching this, I don't think they have an A team or a B team.
Yeah,
They're just two teams.
I think it's just them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean that's a really good question, honestly.
I mean, like, I know that there's probably people that are like, hey, I've only worked on this game, and I'm only working on this game.
Yeah.
I bet you they have a lot of people that are just going either back and forth or like, hey, we have pre-production people on Dishonored. Okay, cool. Pre-production's done. Moving all those people on to this while
See, that's
this
what I
is
think would
happening.
happen.
They're
I
probably
think
so-
like
and then they probably have producers that were on Dishonored
yeah.
and they're on it for a particular time.
Yeah.
I bet you they had like a lot of leads that were like, hey, this is what we need from Dishonored 2, and then they moved over to at Prey at one point. But how many people did they have? I didn't know that they had
Yeah, I
two
don't
teams
know.
I
until
don't-
this announcement.
Yeah, I honestly, for the longest time, and I had to keep looking at the game box. I thought Dishonored 2 wasn't even made by them for a second because I was like, dude, have they just been working on Prey this whole time? And Dishonored 2 was just given to like some other Bethesda studio.
No, I remember
I don't know.
because the dude was on the E3 stage.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, dude, but I swear, I remember when he came up, it said Arcane, and I was like, but now I don't know, because I thought their team was not even like
You just like
100
second guessing
staff.
yourself. I mean that doesn't mean it. 100's still big. 50's pretty big too.
I mean, but I mean, when you hear about like them, dude, this is back to back.
Yeah,
it's pretty
no,
impressive.
like I'm definitely not saying.
Yeah.
Like, no, I definitely understand what you mean. Like these are two big games from what we know too. Like
It's not
Dishonored
like-
wasn't a small game; it was
It's
bigger
not like
than
they're
one.
Insomniac where they have like teams making indie games and VR games
Yeah, that's
as well as
honestly-
like a AAA game. Like,
Honestly, man, that's probably the best example though, because I mean, like, dude, Ratchet and Clank, Sunset Overdrive,
But Sunset is their
that's the AAA.
that's the that's like the
Song of the
what
Deep
was
is
Rat-
like the
yeah, they did Song of the
lower
Deep.
end, and then that
I mean, like, dude,
Magic
Song-
VR
yeah,
game is
yeah,
like another team. So
Like Song of the Deep was
I think Insomniac has
still
3
a
studios
15-hour
now, right?
game though. That's what I'm saying. Like, Song of the Deep was a 15-hour game.
Yeah.
right, so
Ratchet
that's-
and Clank was like a 8-hour, 10-hour game.
Yeah, so they have multiple
dude,
teams.
maybe
is my
even
point.
longer. I'd say 10 to 12, depending
Okay,
how
so
you.
a couple more hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then Sunset's like 20.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, I mean, I know Sunset is a bigger game than Ratchet, so it's not the best example when you're comparing it to like Dishonored and Prey. But I mean, like, we're talking about like basically another Insomniac in the regards of like how they make these games. I honestly, dude, I would love No Clip or something like that to dive into Insomniac or especially this one. I bet I would absolutely adore if Danny
Dude,
O'Dwyer ends up
If he does one
coming
for
in May.
Sunset, even though I know a decent bit about Sunset, even though I've never played it, but I just want to honestly know how that went down when they went to Sony and Sony was like, but we want to keep it. And they're like, no, like, dude, we're good. Like, we're out of here.
That's why I still think, even though that one didn't sell that much, like maybe change the name or something like that.
I mean,
But like,
there's
it's
really
still
not
the same
that much
IP.
mystery there because all the Ratchets were exclusive to them for
Yeah.
so long. I
Yeah.
think they just learned their lesson there. They're like,
That's
yeah,
true.
we want to keep our IPs.
Yeah.
So.
True. They're not making. Yeah, I mean, like, unless they're developing the Ratchet, they're not making any money on those. So it kind of sucks. Even though it's their baby. How many Ratchet games have they not made?
I don't think they've.
I
Not
feel like
made
they've
any
released-
other than the ones on PSP.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the
Secret Agent Clank.
Secret
and
Agent
then
Clank
Size
wasn't them.
Matters.
right.
Didn't they?
I think
Okay,
all
so
the
is that-
other
is
ones
it-
was them.
Is it like the Daxter kind of like it's just a Clank game?
Yep.
Oh no! This is way better than Daxter because it's literally like you're still playing as Ratchet, but now because a theme throughout the original trilogy of Ratchet and Clank was that in the second game Clank becomes famous,
Yeah.
but not as a hero like Ratchet, but as a movie
Movie
star.
star.
And they
Okay.
yeah. So what they did was they just made a game where it's like him shooting like movie scenes and stuff like that, and it is pretty dope.
Did they make the end of the new Ratchet open-ended for a sequel?
The new Ratchet game?
Yeah.
Um.
I could totally just see them rebooting the series. I mean, like that
Dude.
was a reboot, really, but like it sold well from what I know. Unless...
Yeah, they do. I'm trying to remember what the ending is because it's all told from the perspective of Captain Quark. But I do remember how the game ends. Yeah, they leave it open to like they could literally do whatever they want.
Yeah,
after
it could be the last one or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but talking about Prey though, so I get from what Greg said, Polygon has a whole stream of it. I know IGN showed the first 11 minutes. I bet you they probably already have more coverage by the time I'm saying it, and definitely by the time people are listening to this. I watched Kind of Funnies, and it was really good.
Is Nick playing the game?
Beautiful. First and foremost, one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. When it comes to just art design or just graphic fidelity, looks absolutely insane.
That's Arcane.
Yeah.
Shout out to him one time.
Also,
art direction's just
also
insane
shout
with that
out.
studio.
The game is running on PC from the gameplay, and it looks buttery smooth. So I'm
Congrats.
fucking stoked in that regards because this is definitely a mouse and keyboard game for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. The music was amazing. Did you hear so you heard the music, Greg? I know.
Uh-huh.
I know Luther's kind of being quiet, but did you hear the music when they were on the helicopter?
Yep.
Whoo! So Luther has that 80s synth wave. You know that like synth stuff I've been kind of getting into
that
recently.
Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Better than that's 280s. That's like
kinda
the
cheesy 80s.
that's
on
cheesy
purpose.
80s. This is more like like the Survive,
Yeah.
where it's
Oh, so
It's
Stranger
it's
Things.
just-
It's
synth.
more theatrical, but it's just like synth.
well, the Survive and all they're very like the bands I like, the synthwave bands I like are very influenced by like 80s horror
Yeah.
music. So you have the weird ominous like sounds to where it's like almost not music, but it kind of is at the same time, and like the game itself has music like that too. There's like beats when like you're like, is there a monster over here?
When you trigger them and stuff
Yes,
like that.
and then like it's like this really ominous tone kind of shit. The music is something to be heard. It's really good. But the game starts off with a wrench like BioShock. The game feels like BioShock. The game looks like BioShock. I'd say it's a little bit more on System Shock's end to where the inventory is very much alike like that. So like, you know, a small little thing like a grenade, I'm just throwing out. I don't know if they have grenades in this, but I'm assuming they do. But, you know, like a little grenade's only going to take one slot. Like kind of like Witcher. You know how like armor takes bigger chunks of your inventory?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like physically, like you look at your inventory and it's being blocked. So yeah, it's like, you know, a bunch of blocks and like you can fit whatever you want in here, but if you don't have any more slots to fill, you don't have any more slots to fill. So like a shotgun's going to take like 3-4 times more
So it's like
amount
the
of
old
inventory.
Resident
Evil
style.
style.
Yes,
yeah.
I was yep.
Inventory.
Yeah, so it's like that old PC. So that's more on the System Shock side than
Right.
BioShock.
Definitely when I
Um,
saw, like, it seems like ammo scarcity is a thing.
Yes,
Like, it's kind of like Dead Space and Resident Evil in that way.
yeah. I mean, like the original BioShock, but it might
Yeah.
be like BioShock, where at the beginning there's a lot of. Because that's what I like about the original BioShock is like at first, and it does like the Dying Light kind of thing. Like, remember the beginning of Dying Light when you're like whacking these people, and you're like, dude, my wrench is just breaking. And I have to keep repairing it or find another thing, and then by the end of Dying Light, you're fucking swinging off fucking buildings, fucking slicing 8 fucking zombies with one strike.
And don't forget your sword's electrified. now, too.
Electrified, yeah, and so I don't think it might be on that scale, but like more like BioShock. By the end of it, you have this whole arsenal, and you know how to. You're so efficient with that arsenal that like you can take on so many enemies.
I'm excited about the weapons in the game.
I'm very excited about the weapons. The
I think
weapons
they're
look
gonna be really
fucking
cool.
dope, dude. Well, it reminds me of Insomniac, where like Insomniac's really known for their weapons. Like, I really think this might be the like time Arcane's really known for it too. Like they're known for their powers with Dishonored, but like now we're finally probably getting some really cool weapons, like guns and stuff like that. I think it looks really good, man. I think the stuff that you like about Dishonored, we're finally getting into is being pulled into a genre that, you know, is my bread and butter, which is that, lore filled, rich, like explorative, I guess, exploration shooter, I guess. I'm trying to like word that the best, like BioShock or what game was I just
He
playing?
said lore-rich, explorative game, aka Dishonored. You're walking around.
Shooter.
You're going up to. I mean, dude, you could play Dishonored as a shooter too. You got a crossbow and a gun.
You could.
I
Shout-
just
shout-
don't like.
shout
I'm
out,
saying,
shout out
dude,
BR
like,
Gaming.
that's fine and dandy, man. But it's just like when I'm trying to say one thing to you, and you're like, dude, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. But like, dude, Dishonored just doesn't click with me for some odd reason.
Oh, I mean, dude,
it's like
there's no problem with that.
who
But I'm
says
just-
it? No,
I'm
like
just
Greg
saying
Miller, I
though.
think's the same way. He's like, dude, I don't know why I don't like this. Or like, it's not that I don't like this game, but it's just like
Oh, dude, that's
because
that's
everybody,
totally
because it's
fine.
not just you. Like everybody's like, dude, I know you like BioShock. Do you like Dishonored? I'm just like, dude, it doesn't.
No,
click
the
with me.
only reason I keep
I will
bringing
give
up
2
Dishonored.
a shot though, because 2 looks a lot better than 1, and I just went back into 1. And I was like, dude, I still just don't think this game is like.
Dude, I told you
My
skip
thing.
1, don't go back to
Yeah.
1.
I might watch some like.
You don't even need
you
to
don't even
watch.
need
You don't even need to watch the story because I never even looked up the evil ending to Dishonored 1 until recently. Watching shout out Watch Mojo one time on YouTube. The top 10 like worst endings you can get into a game, and Dishonored 1 was on there. If you get the evil ending, I mean, or the quote unquote bad, the chaotic ending in Dishonored 2, I mean Dishonored 1, Dishonored 2 shouldn't even happen. Like I didn't even know things went down like that in the chaotic.
Well, I mean,
ending.
you could say the same thing about Infamous.
Oh, but dude, you want to hear what's crazy? Spoiler alert for anybody who is trying to play Dishonored 1. Just fast forward like 30 seconds. If you get the chaotic ending in Dishonored 1, Emily dies. So that means there wouldn't even be a second playable character.
What happens at the end of Infamous when you go bad?
When in the first one?
Yeah.
In the first one, the first one, nothing really. He just says, I'm gonna keep getting stronger. I don't care about anybody other than me. Like literally just being infamous. I'm just gonna keep getting stronger to fight the beast. And the second one,
He fights the beast.
He doesn't even fight the beast. You find out who the beast is, and then he goes, "Hey man,
well, don't tell me. I want to play Infamous too.
No, you don't.
no, you'll never play the game.
You really don't.
I know you'll never play the game.
I got a PS3, bro.
You'll never play the game.
Don't play it.
Oh, bruh.
Don't play
I'm playing. I need to beat fucking Persona 3. That's what I need to do before fucking 5.
Good luck with that.
Enjoy.
I'm 10 hours into it. I'm 10 hours in.
It's a good game.
The biggest issue, like, replaying a Persona is, like, getting through that first part.
Yeah.
Also, dude, good argument. I have a good argument for you, Luther, before we get to the next topic. Since, you've told me, I don't know if you said it on air, you only really play Persona for, like, the gameplay, right?
Yeah, that's
So
why I like Dishonored.
Okay.
And that's why I love Nino. I mean, not Dishonored. I mean, I meant Persona. My
I
bad.
know what you mean. Yeah. So why haven't you gotten the Japanese version?
What do you mean for?
You can play it now.
5?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was an option, honestly.
Because you got to import
Well,
it.
Andrew Goldfarb imported it.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I
At
still
this
want to
point, it
beat.
don't
I still
matter,
want to
but,
beat. I still want to beat 4. But I mean, honestly, dude, if
You can't read the menus in Japanese.
Oh, hey, Andrew Garfield doesn't know Japanese, and he beat it, man. It's possible. It's trial and error,
I
but
mean, I'm sure he
oh
knows
no, I'm
more
just
Japanese than Luther
giving
does.
I'm just giving fucking Luther a hard time.
Oh, I mean, dude,
because I'm
like,
never gonna not give him a hard time with his Persona
dude, it's
opinion.
just a weird game.
It is a weird game.
It's a long ass
What
game.
I don't get is it's that weird anime that like I know you like.
Oh, dude, what the problem though is it's the reason too why there's a whole group of anime that I've literally like shout out Watch Mojo again, where it's like top 10 animes, and they're telling the whole plot. I'm like, dude, this is so cool. This is so cool. And then they go, and it's all set in high school. I'm like, fuck this.
But see, like
Fuck
I know what
this.
you mean because I never watch any of those anime, but like Persona just does it right.
Bro, let me also preface this. You know how
You watch okay, you can't preface anything. You watch One Piece, dude.
No, I'm not even talking about One Piece. See, but guess what? In One Piece, they never go to school. They might be the ages of high schoolers. They might be older. You honestly never know because they never discuss their age. But what's it called? What was that? Nah, dude, you lost me because I was gonna talk about something about. Oh,
Is it an anime?
no,
that's in
not
high
even
school?
anime. It's the same reason why I've never seen The Big Lebowski, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't know what it is when it comes to like high school and like coming of age movies. I honestly
The
don't
Big
give a,
Lebowski.
isn't that a coming of age movie?
It's a coming of age movie. It has nothing to do
It
with
has
school.
nothing to do with
though.
high school. I've never watched. I've never even
Wow.
seen a piece
Have you
of The
seen
Big Lebowski.
Not all the way through. I don't think so.
Oh shit, guys! You need to watch The Big Lebowski.
Whatever.
No, that
That-
movie's fucking amazing, man. That movie is hilarious.
Dude, the only reason I want to
Like-
watch it now is because I know the Coen brothers did it, and I love
Yeah,
Fargo.
it's the Coen brothers. The Coen brothers' humor is light years beyond most. Literally every professor I've had in film, it's like the Coen brothers are like up here, while every other comedic writer's down here. They're like,
Same reason why I love Bad Santa. But no, yeah, dude,
but Ferris Bueller. But see, this is what I don't get is like,
dude, I just don't
It is a
like
plot-
high
it-
things
but
in
it-
high school. I don't know.
But it's just set in high school. Like, literally, the only reason why Ferris Bueller is in high school is as a plot device.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the first 5
No,
minutes.
that's why I
of the
still want to
movie.
give that movie a shot.
Wait, you've never seen Ferris Bueller?
Dude, I've started so many times, and I just couldn't get
Classic.
into it. Same thing with Breakfast Club. I literally sat there
Another
and
classic.
just sitting there drinking with people, watching this movie because a whole bunch of this whole group of girls we used to chill with were like, dude, you guys gotta watch this movie. You gotta watch this movie. I don't like 80s movies, but this is the movie you guys gotta watch. And I'm sitting there watching the whole thing, and it got to the point where I was just like, why am I even watching this movie? Like halfway through,
But
and
it
I
transcends high school. It's just set in high school because who saw movies in the 80s?
High schoolers.
I mean,
Shout out high
who
school
still
fun.
do. Who's the biggest audience for film is the young crowd.
Teenagers.
Teenagers and college students.
That's why movies are PG-13.
The only movie
So
that
I can see with Breakfast Club because it's literally set in detention on a Saturday in high school.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like I totally get that. But see, what I don't get is like,
Luther just has repressed memories of high school.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to. That's
I was-
what I'm
like,
kind of like.
alright,
Actually,
that's
like I'm actually kind of worried about him now after this conversation.
I got touched.
No, but this is what I don't get. It's
my
like,
PE
like
teacher.
I get what you mean with like the anime that's like set in high school, but
Did he touch
because
you?
like it's cheesy in a
Yeah.
bad way.
Dude, that's you and like.
So would you say that Persona is that? Because I didn't
Dude,
get
to me,
that. Just
to me, it
on
really is. I don't know what and like the things that you say. Even when I was joking around with you when you were explaining it to your dad, but like, I honestly think that way. Like when you were talking about like, oh, dude, these relationships I'm building. Like you don't understand how many times.
How far are you into it? You were with Kanji, right?
Yeah, I just
ba-
rescued Kanji, and then it's like it's gonna give me like at least like a week
I
or so.
feel
to
like
Shout out
I
Troy
feel
Baker.
like at that point is where it starts breaking off to where it just starts letting you decide. That's also why I think you should play this game on easy, dude. Like it doesn't like.
But you see, my problem though is like none of those stuff keep me going back to Persona. You wanna know why I stopped? It's because I rescued Kanji, and they're like, "Hey, it's not gonna rain for like 2 weeks," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I'm literally gonna have to do 2 weeks of, "Hey man, haven't been to basketball practice. Come down to basketball
see, like,
practice.
you don't have
hey
to.
man, yo, well I forgot what I named my dude. I named my dude Lex. Yo, Lex, it's Chie. Come on, hang out with me after school. And then I'm like, all right, Chie, maybe. And then Yukiko comes out. Oh, let's go to Juness. I'm
Yo,
like,
but you don't want to like try to get a relationship.
Go to Juness.
Yo, but like, dude, you know what's so great about that? Is you trying to get all them chicks, son.
No, see, the thing is, Luther doesn't care about the suburban life.
dude, I don't.
That's what all of
No.
Persona 4 is.
Yeah.
'Cause you're in the small little suburban village, right, outside of
Yeah.
major
Yeah,
city.
because
that's what the main character moved from. He moved
Yeah.
Dude,
from
that's
the main
why
city
Persona
to
5
the-
looks so cool to me.
Yeah, you don't have
the
to worry about
city.
They're not children, first of all.
Yeah, oh, bro,
Like-
they're like thieves. It's awesome.
Yeah, they're like grown adults, basically.
isn't it still in high school though, or is it
No.
college?
It's not high school.
It might be college,
Yeah.
but it's definitely not high school from what I've seen. And I haven't even seen much. Other than the combat thing.
I know it's still
Yeah.
school though.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You might like Persona 3 though, because what I played at Persona 3, it doesn't focus much on school.
Oh,
like the
but-
intro part focuses on school because like that's where you meet most of your friends.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's
it
a lot
really
darker.
focus.
It's
yeah.
way darker.
Persona 3 is a lot darker than 4. That's why I
I
like
mean, the fact alone that they shoot themselves in the head to
summon
their
the personas. Yeah, they have like a handgun that they put to their head. I want to watch the movies. I'm trying. I need the.
They're pretty cool.
I watched part of it's fucking like
I
part
think I
2's
watched the
on
first
Netflix
one.
or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
why the fuck is the first one not on here?
Right.
But I skimmed a little bit of it. And I'm like, dude, aesthetically, Persona 3 is so much better than 4.
I like the characters better too.
I see. And that's the thing. I just don't get it. I think the characters in 4 are so much better than 3 from what I've played. Teach his own. But like, this is that weird trade off of like I think aesthetically like 3 is so much cooler looking than 4, and like the like.
Bro,
But it doesn't have a
Before
have
has
a
what's her
Teddy or
name?
something like that to me.
Before has
What's her name? The little
See, we
girl.
got the dope-ass cat.
She always calls you big,
Rise?
big bro.
Dude, bro.
Dude,
Your
what's-
sister?
Yeah, I mean, she's not really your sister. She's like your cousin, like twice removed.
She's like your.
but like,
Wow, why am I going brain dead?
dude, I can't
Nanako?
remember.
Nanako.
Nanako.
Yeah.
Bro, dude, 4 has Nanako. You can't even say the characters are good with Nanako.
Dude, Nanako's awesome.
Bro,
Why don't you just go
Nanako's
hang out with Nanako every
garbage.
day instead of getting annoyed by your fucking basketball player?
Bro, because
teammate?
Nanako only
all
gives
these
you,
girls-
listen
all
to
these
this.
girls that won't get off your dick.
Yeah,
Like,
guess what?
ignore
Guess what?
that. Just go hang out with your little
If you
sister.
played on easy mode, you don't have to worry about those relationships. You just do whatever you want.
bro, but she'll still.
You can literally just go
bother
hang
me,
out
though.
with Yosuke
and then it'll
and then
still do that
Nanako.
thing where like Nanako will be like, "I got a question for you," and I'm like, "All right, chick.
But like you do
I'll
know.
answer the
But
question.
Hold on.
your knowledge isn't high enough." Dude, I fucking studied for the past week. How is my knowledge not high enough? Like,
That's what I'm
fuck.
saying. But like the game, like those mechanics and who you choose to hang out with, there's a meta game in there. To where,
And then
like,
the weird little fox that I still have no idea what the
okay,
fuck
the fox
he's
thing,
about.
I don't know what
Yeah,
the
I
fucking
don't know
fox
what he
thing
does
is. There's a
either.
lot of things like, and that's what I hope like they streamline. I hope they streamline.
They're
a little bit
basically
more
like
five.
side quests, essentially. Like you go do the prayers, and then you get requests from people because
Yeah.
that's what their
And
prayers
that's another
are.
thing too.
And
How
then
the
you go
fuck
do
the
those and then
side
you
quests
get
work?
stuff.
Dude, I have a whole list of them.
I don't do them.
I've never done a single one because I don't even know how to go to a single one. Or even when I've completed one,
That's why I say
how do I
streamlined.
even turn it into somebody? Because I don't even remember where those people were.
It's a lot of remembering. That's
They
why I
move
hope they.
around too.
Huh?
The characters move around too. They're not always
Yeah.
in the
True.
same place.
Yeah, there's a lot of like
Depending on the time of
guide
day and
walkthroughs if
stuff
you want to
like that.
like finish all that shit.
No, yeah, I've seen that it was like Tuesdays and Thursdays. The basketball dude will be here. Monday, Wednesday, this guy will be here. The Fox will be here every day. I'm
Well,
like,
see, it
dude,
makes sense
fuck
because,
off.
like,
why
well,
is
it
the
makes-
Fox here every day
Why
then?
is the fuck?
See, like that stuff makes sense in like if I join basketball practice on Monday and Wednesday.
Oh,
Remember
and then
that,
talking
like-
about that too, like I'm in basketball, right? Yeah, when I went to high school, if you were in basketball, no one else was really trying, or like in a sport team, no one else was trying to get you to join any other club. But yo, this chick from the band keeps trying to get me to join band.
I joined both.
I joined both.
I joined both, and then for like 3 months, never went to any of them.
No, yeah, I joined.
And
I
I'm
joined
still
both.
on the team, and I'm still in the band.
And she's still trying to get me to go over there and sing. And then I got like some other people. I think like the chorus. I'm like, bruh, I'm playing the instrument over here. What do you want me to do? Oh, this game, dude. This game.
Well, but the game isn't like instead of like it's not like New Vegas to where like hey if you join this group of people all these side quests for this other people are gonna
dude, I would
disappear.
love it to do that. I would love it to be like, yo, you're on the basketball team, but guess what? We hate the soccer team. And I'm like, oh, word.
Whoa,
You guys are piquing my interest now. Why do we hate the soccer team? Ah, dude, because they're just dirty soccer players. I'm like, whoa, you guys are kind of racist against soccer players. Like, I'm about to keep going to practice now. Like,
No, I know what you mean, but I'm just saying like that's how it works. No, but there's like talking about the metagame. Like the metagame is like, hey, if I hang out with this person, this particular type of persona is gonna have buffs when I go back into the world.
oh, that's the only reason I hang out with people because I'm waiting there. Like people wait, like when they play Zelda and then little noise pops because the chest is open. I'm waiting there for that noise to happen. And they're like,
I know.
"Ding!"
I guess I just
Your-
think it's weird because
Your
like
relationship has grown.
you love like Witcher, which is like this whole growth of these characters throughout this, huge ass campaign. And I guess the thing is you're just not really attached to the characters itself.
But I love me some Yen. I love me some Triss. And shout out Shawnee too.
Give me that Risei, that underage pop star.
Still don't even know who that is.
She's the one that's like in love with you.
He was like, I still
Wait,
don't even know who
was
that is.
Risei in there by the time Kanji's in there?
I don't
No.
know. I don't think so.
See, I think you'll like Kanji though. So that's where that game starts getting really good. Well, that's Troy Baker, right?
Yeah, I knew it was Troy Baker
my
from
dude
the
Troy. That's
from
my
the
dude
second
Troy.
like he
He
started
talking. Teach his own.
I mean, like, hey, I'm still going to maybe not really try to beat it.
Well, dude, the ending's good. Like that's why I'd say at least try to beat it. I wish that game could let you change difficulties in between like inside of the game. Because I'm pretty sure Catherine does not let you do that either. I hate that bullshit. Anyway,
Just watch the anime or cutscenes.
Yeah.
You're updating Curse.
Cool.
yo, make sure that stuff doesn't restart.
It's,
It's
it won't
not.
do anything. It's a voice app.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so PS4 Pro is getting a new boost mode.
Boost.
So what is that? Is it any game that's not like supported by?
Yeah, we'll get like boosted. And they say
Yes.
it's like it's
So,
from
like, games
minor
with-
things to
yeah.
maybe major things.
Yeah, so like a game that has a unlocked frame rate, you're gonna get an increase in frames because you have a bigger, better system. It's cool. It makes the I guess if you already have a PS4 Pro, like, hey, cool, like more benefits, but like it's still like it's not a system seller for me.
Oh, dude, no. PS4 Pro, like honestly, if they make a PS4 Pro like
Two.
Gen 2, that might pique my interest.
Well,
But-
something that's gonna be more equivalent to Scorpio or something
Yeah.
like that.
But
Like,
PS4 Pro has literally lost my thing. The only reason I'd ever mess around with a PS4.
You're good.
Okay,
Keep
well,
talking.
PS4. Dude, everybody just froze. I was like, dude, am I doing something
dude,
wrong?
I just want to make sure that like
no, it just popped
wasn't
up as
gonna,
a
like-
separate application. That's all it is.
No, I'm on the same boat as my boy Colin and Greg, where I'm sitting there and I'll be playing Titanfall and I'm just hearing my PS4 go, sound like it's about to take off, and I'm
the
like,
fan.
Yeah, mine does it sometimes too.
As
PlayStation's
soon
always
as
had
you
fan
die,
problems.
like I'll get a PS4
That's
Pro,
the main
but-
reason why I'm going digital too. Is like it doesn't really do that much on my digital games. It usually only does that when I have a disc in there.
Yeah, that's true too. That is true.
So another piece of news: For Honor is out. That's about all we're gonna say on that game that we don't care about.
Honestly,
No, I mean, real quick though, like from the moment I saw gameplay of that game, I was like, "There's no way this is fair and balanced." And basically, from what I've heard from everybody, is if you don't play 1v1 or 2v2, you're just gonna get ganged up on or like gang up on other people, and then people will run away, and it's just not. It doesn't work.
That's stupid.
So
I saw the Lego Batman movie. I just want to put a quick shout out because I totally forgot about that at the beginning of the show. Cool, fucking amazing.
equal with Lego Movie,
Huh?
equal with Lego Movie, or
Yes,
or better.
Honestly, it's really hard to say like better because it's like mine's biased. I fucking love Batman
fans. It's probably better.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Yeah, if you're a big Batman fan, it's not even like me, like you know how like I know so much more about Batman than probably Luther. Like I think Luther would get all the references. Like it's references that like I think almost everybody knows. There's probably a few small ones, but like everything that I laughed at, I think everybody would laugh at if you kind of know Batman. And a lot of the jokes are based on like the movie universes. It's not like a bunch of comic book jokes.
so no Calendar Man shoutouts.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
Maybe.
I said not everything. I said
Maybe.
most of the big laughs are gonna be that. But dude, the intro the first 20 minutes of that movie is like, it's really good, man. The whole movie is amazing. I'm just saying, like that movie started off a lot stronger than the Lego movie did.
So to all you Calendar Man fans,
yes,
Calendar
dude,
Man
seriously,
confirmed.
Before like the second the movie starts, man, you're already laughing. Like that's what that's all I gotta say about it. And it's honestly like, dude, the writers on those movies, man, like they truly just show that you don't have to be dirty to make like just hilarious movies. Because I honestly think I laughed in that movie more than
Deadpool?
any comedy I've seen in the past like 2-3 years.
Deadpool,
Like other than probably, I think it's funnier. Deadpool
is recent,
but like Deadpool is a different type of funny, and that's what I'm trying to say is like you're laughing at that because it's wrong. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I think I could rewatch Lego Batman and laugh as like nearly close to just as much. But I think if I rewatch Deadpool, like some of that magic kind of is gone. You know what I mean?
I've laughed as hard every time I watch Deadpool, but I've only seen it like 3 times.
I see, like I feel like a lot of those jokes were they just catch you off guard kind of thing. To where like Lego Batman, like it's a little bit more timeless. Like I think the comedy the comedy, I mean, they have to because like you have to blend kid jokes with like it's kind of like SpongeBob to where like
Shout out SpongeBob.
shout outs. I mean like the writers of SpongeBob have to, at least the original ones. Dude, they should be applauded by like every fucking comedian because they did something like for the first time. I think not these first time, but like probably the most successful approach of trying to make comedy that works for kids and works for like anybody at any age. Like I could sit there and like have a 3-year-old kid laughing at SpongeBob for 30 minutes and have my granddad watch it and laugh for 30 minutes because like jokes that go over the kid's head are, you know, the stuff the parents are going to be laughing at. And the stupidity of what's going on in front of you is you know is funny to the kid, and that's what I think like is making these movies successful. Like, dude, we saw the trailer for the Lego Ninjago movie. I didn't know this until this week.
I just saw that trailer recently too,
Funny.
and I'm like, they're just gonna keep making these movies.
I'm gonna keep seeing them.
Yeah, as long as they're like
Devin's
entertaining
like,
and as funny as what Lego Batman sounds like and what Lego Movie was, then go for it.
Yeah, and like I literally don't give 2 shits about Lego Ninjago. Like,
I don't give a shit about Ninjago.
But guess what? Like Devin's like, yeah, I'm down to see that like after it comes out like for DVD and stuff like that. And I'm honestly sitting to myself, I'm like, I know we're gonna go fucking see that in the theater because what's gonna happen is the second or third trailer is gonna come out by the time the movie actually comes out, and she's gonna go, you know what? Like I need another Lego movie in my life right now. Because the first one was her favorite movie. That's her favorite movie of all time.
Question: what's after Ninjago?
I don't know. Well, I know they're doing a sequel to the Lego movie.
That's what I think it is.
Dude, honestly, I'd love them. I'd love them to do another Batman one, or do someone else in the Marvel universe, because they do show like the Justice League and stuff like that in it. The Justice League scene is really fucking funny too. Like honestly, man, like they nailed it, man. They absolutely nailed it. It really does deserve literally all the praise that it's getting. It's getting like amazing scores too, and like
Go see it.
go see it.
Don't
It's
see
definitely
50 Shades Darker.
yeah. Don't see 50 Shades.
Don't give
But
them
it-
money.
We want to see John Wick too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to
Give
see
John Wick
Wick
2
too,
money.
yeah,
I don't
go
know,
see
man.
John Wick
I like
2.
honestly like
Go see both.
go see both. But I'm saying like John Wick really has to be like fucking amazing. To put it on par with Lego Batman.
Bro, was John Wick
Stunts.
1 not amazing?
Oh, it was, but I think I enjoyed Lego Batman movie more than I enjoyed John Wick 1. But different feel. Like I'm totally in like turning my brain off and watch this Keanu be a
Yeah,
fucking
you're literally
dope
comparing
ass.
a comedy versus a
Yeah.
violent action movie.
All right, another thing we can just cross off this list real quick. Zelda Breath of the Wild,
Delayed?
not delayed,
No,
but
not
there
delayed.
will be an expansion pass.
Oh, I heard about this.
Season pass.
So yeah, season pass, expansion pass, whatever you want to call it, DLC. It's the first time we're ever gonna see DLC in Zelda.
Cough, cough.
Um,
The game's unfinished. They just want to sell you the rest later.
I don't think so. So there's gonna be some new feature for the map later on. I don't know what the fuck that means. That's what everybody's kind of puzzled on.
Cough, cough. We couldn't fit it into the real game.
Maybe. There's gonna be a new dungeon, a bunch of new like little challenge levels. I can't remember what they're calling those.
What is Ganondorf going to turn into now?
I don't know. But no, and then the big thing on the DLC is
It's not Ganondorf?
He's gonna turn into
I don't
trash
know.
dog.
Shut the fuck up, dude! I'm trying
Oh.
to finish what I'm trying to say. There's gonna be an actual story DLC. So yay or nay? What do you guys think? Are
Could
you
be cool.
excited to see like? Because we saw them experiment with this on Mario Kart. From what I know, everybody loves the DLC for Mario Kart. What the fuck is the DLC story for Zelda gonna be like? Like a
I don't know, like
5-hour, 10-hour
I don't know,
experience
like
or
an
something?
Uncharted
Um,
expansion or like.
I mean, but this is
The
just
Last of
story
Us.
driven.
Is Zelda not story driven?
Yeah.
Zelda's
I
kind of
thought
like
that was like a big part of Zelda.
I don't think it's as story driven as Last of Us or Uncharted. But I wouldn't. But I also,
yeah, give me a
I would
second,
compare
let
it to
me,
more something like Halo, to where there's a bunch of lore. Still, I have an issue with that too. It's kind of in between of like the Uncharted, where there's a lot of story going on, and then you have Halo, which has a lot of lore, but the actual games itself don't really show much of that, other
Sure.
than like the terminals.
Mhm.
But like, I feel like Zelda's kind of like in between that, to where you have like you have sections of the game that are very story driven. Like usually the beginning, middle, of end of a Zelda game usually is where you're gonna get most of your chunks of the story. When it's introducing the dilemma with Zelda. Usually,
But you
bad
see,
guy.
though, Zelda does what makes all those like Dark Soul fanboys like cream their pants. It's just that like the lore is through so much like interpretation and people like dissecting little things that most
the
people
theory
don't notice.
stuff, kind of.
Because like when you watch like Zelda timeline things, I'm just like, bro,
This doesn't make sense.
how the fuck did you get this out of Zelda 2, which I've seen, and it's just a side scroller.
Yeah, people dive into it, but there
Same thing
still
with, like,
is. But I'm
Super
saying, like,
Metroid.
when you play a Zelda game, you know what's going on, as opposed to I don't know what the fuck's going on in Dark Souls. I don't know what's going on in Bloodborne other than I have to kill these guys.
I guess, yeah.
'Cause they're
Like that's what I'm
evil,
saying. Like
gross-looking
Zelda does
monster
have a
dudes.
story. It has a beginning, middle, and end.
And
like,
a princess.
and a princess.
Well, maybe it takes you to like another island or like a smaller world or something.
Cool. That actually
Or
would make
even
sense,
another
like an island.
timeline, honestly, because it's a Zelda game. They could just like...
It would definitely. I mean, they could, but I literally highly.
Or
doubt
it's like
that.
an epilogue to the story. I don't know.
I wouldn't want
It
to.
could
Depending
it
on
could
how the
even
game
be
ends.
a prologue, because you're supposed to be playing like Link as soon as he gets resurrected, because in the timeline where everything went bad, Link
Yeah.
died.
Question.
You could just play as the Link that died.
Or do you play as someone else?
Ooh,
Do you play as Zelda?
chic.
That'd be pretty cool if you play as Sheik, like honestly, like a Magic game.
I would like Zelda, because Zelda. I mean, in this one looks.
No,
a little,
she looks really badass. in
she looks
this.
badass in this game. Like she can actually like fight.
Yeah.
So I honestly think that actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna stick to that.
Or
You heard it first here, folks. The DLC for Breath of the Wild will be Zelda.
hey,
Would that be the first time you play Zelda? I would assume.
To
hey,
my knowledge.
Yeah, to my knowledge, too.
listen.
Hey,
Listen.
listen. Oh, is it a Navi game?
That's what I'm trying to tell you guys right now. the long-awaited return
First
of the
person
greatest
Navi.
fairy
Hey,
of all time,
listen.
bro. Dude, just like what's that VR game where you're like a eagle
Eagle flight.
Yeah, dude, it's the same
Every
thing.
time you whack, instead of the skrrr, and like the wings flapping, you just hear, "Hey, listen! Hey, listen!
and you're just
hey."
flying all through Hyrule, bro.
Hey, listen, bitch!"
I'm literally pre-ordering the Switch right now as we're talking,
Yeah.
just in anticipation for this Navi game.
Yeah, so I'm interested.
Yep.
To
Should
say
be
the
cool.
least. A little bit of other news. Injustice 2. Have you guys looked at any gameplay for this recently? This game literally
Swamp
just keeps looking. Yeah,
Thing.
Swamp Thing literally looks like one of the coolest characters I've seen in another realm game.
Bro, and I know you're more excited about this because you're DC, but every time I see this game, I'm just like,
Yes, it creamed the pants stuff.
no, like this is cool. I'm gonna play the shit out of this game, but I'm just like, bro, what is the next Mortal Kombat gonna look like, dude? This is gonna be fucking awesome,
dude. But what I like, you know what I like about this one that I'm so excited, and it's not even the DC part. It's that there's some things that Injustice did. I'd have to do my homework and replay the game, but like I remember there were some things that they simplified in Injustice that I liked. And
I love Injustice for being simple.
Each one the best thing that actually put is like MK like Mortal Kombat 10 wouldn't have been as good if they didn't make Injustice. And Injustice 2 wouldn't be as cool as it looks if it weren't for Mortal Kombat 10. They just keep evolving on each other.
Oh, that's why I'm saying that's why I can't wait for.
And what's so nice
Mortal
about this?
Kombat
Yeah,
11.
and what's so cool about it is like it lets them like,
They're all the same.
hey, instead of trying
That's
this,
true.
dude, they're really not. Like if
They're all
you
the
play,
same.
if I gave you Injustice 1 right now and Mortal Kombat 10, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, yes, there's combos, but there's a lot of things that those games do different. There's a lot of mechanics with the maps that are very different.
That it's like backwards. I can't even say the button because every button layouts, but I know it's backwards, and one of the attack buttons, if you have the opponent up against the wall in any of the Injustice maps, you automatically smash them into another section of the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. Those transitions.
I don't know if they're doing that in this one. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I've seen it in this
I've seen
one.
it.
Have they?
I thought I saw it in the Swamp Thing video.
Maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
Also,
Or for that, I was just looking at how badass Swamp Thing was.
do they? Is it Supergirl or Batgirl or both?
Supergirl's in this. I don't know if Batgirl is.
I've seen the.
But I know
I thought Batgirl.
Catwoman, Cheetah, and
I haven't
Poison
seen that
Ivy
one
just got
yet.
announced too.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I think I saw like 10 seconds of Poison Ivy and like Catwoman. It looked pretty cool, but Swamp Thing
You know what I
is, like,
do hope
is
though?
like my most anticipated dude now.
I hope if they do DLC characters again this time, I hope they don't waste the DLC character slot on a Mortal Kombat character.
I hope that it's all DC. I would honestly,
Dude, I hope it's all same here because that was awesome playing as Lobo.
true. I just yeah. I'd love just more DLC characters. I hope they do like. I hope they're a little less expensive than they were for Mortal Kombat.
Dude, I still want to buy that second pack, but same thing you're saying. It's like,
they're
bro,
pricey.
it's like $10 or $15.
Yeah, for
'Cause they're
like
charging you
3
5
characters.
Yeah, they're charging $5 per character.
Yeah, dude, that's a little ridiculous.
And like, I understand. Shout out Vince and Janito when you break down how a fighting game works and how it's one of the hardest games.
But what if
you
I
can
don't like
make.
2 of them? What if I buy the pass and end up not liking any of them, and I like just one of those characters? That's the only one I use in the whole pass. Cool. I literally just spent $15. Like, I just feel like a $10 or something like that for like 3 characters. It's the right price. Yeah, you're losing a little bit of money, but you're probably getting more people buying it at $10 than $15. You know what I mean? You're still gonna get the hardcore, but you're also gonna get the people like us that are going, it's too expensive, dude.
Dude, they charge so much money for like the skins too, and the skins look badass. But I'm like, bro, why are you charging this much for the skins?
Just get that definitive edition.
Yeah, just wait, but
That's
at the same
true.
time,
That is true.
we'll see. Yeah, so we got 2 things on here left. Mass Effect Andromeda coverage is coming soon.
Oh yeah.
I don't know when, but right before this the recording of this, I saw some people from games journalists basically saying, "Hey, we're gonna get some new coverage soon. Stay tuned." So
I saw a gif of a Krogan just leaping across the map and punching somebody with
Dude,
bionic
I saw
powers.
that on your Facebook. Dude,
So
that
badass.
shit look badass.
So, quick question for you guys.
Fuck the
since
genophage.
I'm not really big on
Damn.
Mass Effect, I wanted to ask you guys before this coverage comes out, what what would you want to see in this coverage, or basically just in the game, that would solidify this as your favorite Mass Effect game? Whether it's story, whether it's like a particular something in gameplay, you know.
Wait, well, I can't say this is my favorite Mass Effect game without playing it.
I'm saying what would make it?
Oh,
that's what I mean.
You're saying like what
improvements
make it? Yeah.
From the previous games, or what additions would you like that weren't in the Mass Effect games? That
bringing
would
back the Mako. Oh wait, they already did.
Yeah, that was basically.
It's not really the Mako anymore. They're like, guys, this isn't Mako. This isn't the Mako. We're not gonna attach that name on there because fuck the Mako.
I mean, it's the same thing. It just controls better and it's faster. But okay.
But I'm saying that they're still not calling it the
I
Mako
know.
because of that
Right.
the attachment that people have.
Right, all the vehicles
to
are
that
different
name.
anyways because it's like 600 years later.
Mining planets.
It doesn't make any sense. Why have wheels?
Why have wheels?
Yeah.
Hover tank because it's slow.
Anyway,
But mining planets like you did in Mass
Get those
Effect
resources.
2. Yeah.
would you guys like to be like super like? And I know that they're like, hey, we're definitely going back to like the roots of like exploration.
No, yeah.
You think that's a
that's
good
the
idea?
biggest thing for me is I wanted to be more
Oh,
explorative,
same.
like Mass Effect 1. For sure.
Do you want it a little bit more streamlined though? Because like my issue with what
It's
I saw
going to
in
be. I
Mass
don't think
Effect
it's
1
going to be very open world. I think it's going to be pretty like linear in it where it's directing you. You'll just have bigger environments to kind of
explore.
explore around. Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I'd rather
More
them do that.
NPCs like spaced out to kind of interact with.
I'd like more dense, memorable areas.
Yeah.
Than spreading that all out into areas and wasting my time getting to point A to point B.
Sure.
That was my issue with what I saw with Mass Effect 1. Because
Yeah.
I've seen gameplay. I've seen it, and I tried it on my
Basically,
PC.
anytime
but I
you
was
landed
just
on
like,
a planet, it was just little camps, like outposts.
God, dude.
And
Like,
then,
'cause I
like,
played
the
like
rest of
two,
it's just
yeah,
barren
I played a
land,
couple
like-
hours of it on my PC, and I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
dude. Like, getting the fucking point A to point B, it's not even fun. Like, it's just tedious. How about you, Luther?
What?
What do you have to say about the exploration?
Oh, I mean, dude, honestly, just like the same thing they like. I already knew they were going on a more linear path from the way they were doing like
Well, you saw
Mass
it with
Effect 2 and 3,
yeah.
where it's like you literally land on the planet and there's like not many places you can go to other than like literally like maybe 3 paths, or they all those 3 paths
Lead to one.
like lead to one. But I mean, exploration wise, I'm just trying to explore more planets, like new things that we haven't seen, especially in this new galaxy.
Yeah, that's
New
why
alien species.
Yeah.
that's why I think like hey, like you get to go on this planet, but you can't sit there and explore the whole thing. But hey, you get this really cool like maybe 1 or 2 areas in it, and they're a lot, like I said, a lot more memorable than having 5, 6 smaller areas. I don't know. I guess I'm just changing as a gamer too. Like I just don't have the time to sit there and visit 5 places anymore on a game that's already fucking massive. And usually they don't do it as well as like, Witcher, which kind of spoiled us. It's kind of like Witcher is the Cowboy Bebop of RPGs, to where like, dude, if you play Witcher and then you go to like Fallout's just gonna be a piece of shit to you no matter which one you play, because it's just like, dude, you're just getting it perfect. So like, I'm interested to see how a Mass Effect game post Witcher is.
Dude, I just want to see, honestly, because Kind of Funny was talking about it, is after BioWare after Dragon Age Inquisition. Because, dude, Dragon Age Inquisition did not capture me in the least.
Bro, I played like 2 hours and was like, man, this is boring.
Bro, I probably played like 3 more hours than you just because like I wanted to get into that game. Dude, that game was getting like 9s in like...
I don't know. It got
like,
Game of the Year.
Yeah, dude. And like I understand there wasn't that many other games that year.
Shadow of Mordor, though.
Yeah, dude, Shadow should have won. Off the Nemesis system alone.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was only by like 1 or 2 votes that Dragon Age won IGN that year.
Dude, and the combat is just so
bad.
boring in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Bad. I don't care what anybody says. It's bad. It's not fun. It's literally, like you said, boring.
Yeah, dude.
It was like a chess match. Like, but if I want to go play chess, I'll go play chess. I'm not gonna pop in a video game
because you're playing it in the quote unquote action mode. You got to do it where it like freezes and you're like taking turns. I'm like,
no,
dude, this even sucks even more.
Like I said, it's a chess. You like analyzing the battlefield and seeing where I'm gonna put this guy and where I'm gonna put this guy. Like, nah, dude, I'll go play chess. And guess what? I can quit chess whenever I want to. Like, I don't have fucking. Why do I have? Like that's what I don't get either. Is like chess is chess when it's nothing else. Like why do these games try to implement these very super like? And I guess because some people like those games, man. But like, it just doesn't make sense, especially when you look at what BioWare did for years and. You know, even the older Dragon Age. I know that Dragon Age 2 had issues because it was basically like press button to win.
Yeah.
But like, you know, Dragon Age was still pretty decently action packed, and you know, Mass Effect got even more and more actiony, and then they just like, hey, let's just make this boring ass game.
And the intro to that game is awesome too, and you're just like, dude, I'm ready to get sucked up. Ew, fuck this game.
I don't think it was that interesting, man. Like I thought the premise was interesting.
I thought the intro captured me, but then as soon as it throws you, and then like when you're gathering up as the Inquisition and you're the Inquisitor, I'm like, dude, this is getting really cool. And then it literally just it just throws you off.
I didn't even get into like I think I literally got into the open world. I was like, I don't even care about this game.
But dude,
and I've tried it twice, and I tried it on PC when I had EA access. I own it. I own that game digitally on Xbox One. I don't think I'll ever play it.
Dude, and I remember too, that's like that game came out around when I first started at GameStop, and people were like, yeah, dude, you can literally play in the first area for like 20 hours and just get lost. And I'm like, that sounds cool, but why haven't you beat the fucking game after playing it for like 20 hours?
Yeah. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, like stay in the same place. It's like somebody saying,
does he mean like get lost?
I love Witcher, but I never left White Orchard. I'm like, dude, White Orchard is like literally just a taste of what the game can do.
Yeah. I don't think he meant lost as an aspect of like, yo, man, I just got captivated by this game. I think he actually meant like, I don't know where to go.
You legitimately get lost on the map.
Like actually, I'm asking you. I'm not telling you, yo, you can get lost in this world. I'm telling you, yo, I got lost in the world. How the fuck do I get out?
Help me.
So we got one other thing, and then we'll go. This went a little bit longer than expected, but so Activision had a conference call after its financials came out.
2 games.
Yeah, we got 2 games we talking about real quick.
Only 2 Activision titles.
Yeah, no matter what. No Skylanders this year. I learned that today.
That's crazy.
No Skylanders this year. It's very odd. I'm guessing
odd.
Not really odd. They've
Disney Infinity got out the game.
Skylanders on Switch.
Lego's killing it. So like, dude, you might as well get out the game too.
Imagineers.
True. Just let Lego do it. Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about the Destiny one real quick because we'll probably have a whole thing on Destiny 2 soon.
Can't wait for Destiny.
Basically,
2.
Yeah, they didn't talk much about Destiny and really nothing really to go for.
Dude, I honestly don't think they're
excited.
gonna. I don't think they're gonna talk about it until E3. Or maybe even later, just for the fact that like
they will E3.
No, the only reason I'm saying is because they want people to keep playing Destiny 1 and putting time into it. But even though Bungie hasn't come out and flat said it, but dude, if you are even if you're me who hasn't played Destiny since Rise of Iron, you already know that it's literally been written on the wall since they made Taken King. Your characters are not going over.
Yeah.
And I know as soon as they say that, there's going to be a whole bunch of the people who have been putting hours into the game who are going to be like
disappointed.
No, they're going to be disappointed, and like they'll still get
mad. They're going to be the people that fucking disliked the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
No, I'm saying like, they'll still get Destiny 2.
Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Second most hated YouTube video of all time, and guess what? It was the best selling game of last year still.
Hey, shout out COD.
Even though it was technically a disappointment in Activision's eyes, it's still number 1. Like, people are gonna buy it. Like, the people on the internet that are in a bitch are still going to buy it. The people that are like, yo, man, if they don't let my character come over, I'm not buying this game. Bull fucking shit. What's gonna happen is they're gonna tell you that you're gonna get mad, and then you're gonna get fucking jizz all over your pants because this game's gonna look 20 times better than the first one. And the sacrifice for this game to be 10 times better than the first one is sacrificing your character. That is the sacrifice to make this game better, because I think what Bungie learned was there's a system that cannot be fixed. That is Destiny 1's system. It's broken, dude. Like the light system is broken. Like, I swear, man, like, I really do not think that the light system is coming back. They're going to have a very streamlined level system.
I hope so.
It's a level 1 to level 100.
I don't know.
Because all I did was just level up to like the highest I could for vanilla, right?
Yeah.
And then I just leveled up from what I did playing through the DLC.
Yeah.
And I never went past that because it was just not worth it.
Yeah.
Because like, what's the payoff? Getting special armor for my character that like. Who cares?
And it gets to the point where it's just vanity.
Yeah.
I mean, and other than Trials of Osiris, maybe an Iron Banner, like your light level doesn't mean shit. Like that's it. If you don't play those 2 modes, like that's it.
Or you literally just have to get a certain level so you can play the content, but and then after that, it doesn't matter.
I think things like they want to make the raid more accessible. Actually, I think that's one of the things.
Oh, dude, I'm with you. It's just that anytime I talk to people who are like veteran MMO players, they always go down to the same thing where it's like the end game is all about, what do they call it, item level, and how is Bungie gonna like convince people to keep playing like to the like past the end game?
But
unless you have
the
like
thing is you don't need. How am I trying to get to this?
I mean you don't need it, but what would you use to substitute?
But I'm saying your level's not going to be dependent on that stuff anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, but
you're not going to have a light level anymore. Yeah.
But I still think there's going to be like, quote unquote, like rare and ultra rare gear. Like legendary stuff, and you'll need that gear.
Oh, I honestly don't know how they wouldn't. Like, how do you make that? How do you make Destiny without like common, uncommon, rare, and legendary? Like I think that's still staying. But I'm saying like this like.
The light
you
level,
you can't get max level. You can't get max level unless you have every single gear slot with 400 on it. Like I just don't think that's happening anymore. Like you can get the max level with whatever you have on you. But what is gonna happen is you can play this, but you're gonna start hitting this wall. You can start hitting this wall in this raid or something like that. That's like, yo, like you need better equipment than this. And it's not going to be dependent on your light level. It's going to be dependent on this damage output. You know, what I don't get is like you have this number, you have your light level on your gun, but then you have the light level of your character. But that your gun, but your light level of your character is dependent on the light level of your gun and everything else. Maybe change it to where you have a armor level and a weapon level. You know, to where like. For you to get hurt,
your level for progression.
What I don't get is I could have all 400 armor and still get my ass kicked on the raid or something like that because I don't have guns that are more powerful and they're dropping my light level. Does that make sense?
Oh, bro!
Or an artifact.
All this stuff makes sense.
An artifact that doesn't
an
artifact doesn't even do anything for your defense. Like it's an artifact. Like that's the type of stuff they need to start removing. Like. Just have rare things, and I don't know. I just feel like they need to instead of having. I feel like they're like, hey, we're just gonna have this like really simple like light level, and it ended up being a lot more confusing than it actually is, and it doesn't really like help. You know, especially if they want to like make these characters different. Like I would like the hunter to be the fast guy, you know, but like. It happens, and that's the thing is like having one system work for all 3 types of characters just doesn't work. It just doesn't. Look at Destiny 1. Like it just doesn't work. You start having people who when you're trying to do something with one system, what happens is one of them becomes superior, and then one becomes inferior, and one's sitting in the middle. I mean, like think about it with the guns, and you're like, oh, I quit Rise of Iron because shotties were.
I quit Supremacy because of that. Not Rise of Iron.
It's fixed now.
Rise of Iron.
Dude. It's honestly so much better now. So what happens is everybody starts off with special ammo in the game, but the second you die, you lose all your special ammo, and the only way to get special ammo for the rest of the game is you actually getting it from the special ammo boxes when they pop up. They make them happen more, but like I said, the second you die, even with that ammo that you pick up, it's gone again. So it's not coming back to your Guardian. So like I'm seeing a lot more what's the best way to put it? I'm seeing a lot more primary guns being used in Destiny now. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, they basically Activision came out and said that the game's coming out in 2017 and they're focusing a lot more on story.
Yes.
So excited for people like Greg who'd really just play it for the story.
That's all I care about is campaign content.
Yep.
As long as I got so much content to play with my buds, I'm good.
True. I just got back into it because I never really played much of Rise of Iron, so I've been playing it for the past couple days. And then the last thing we'll end the show with, very interesting. We don't have to talk about it much, but they also talked about Call of Duty. They came out and said that Infinite Warfare didn't resonate with fans, and they said not to worry because this year's Call of Duty is, quote, going back to its roots, end quote.
We're going to Nam.
Yeah.
Dude,
if they went to Nam.
It's a logical
Yes,
step.
so
Like, why
this
wouldn't
year,
they?
yeah, so this
dude,
year,
The only other
I
people that
really-
are doing Nam are like smaller studios, or it was done in the past, but it wasn't good.
yeah.
You know,
So
Like,
set
this-
pieces. So historic set pieces. My brain goes to World War II and Vietnam. Those are the two. Like, hey, we haven't had a World War II game in a
So
while
long,
since
right.
World War. Really, of Call of Duty of AAA caliber. Nor have we seen anything of Vietnam, other than a few Black Ops missions, and then the Vietnam
Battlefield DC.
DLC for Bad Company 2. But we haven't seen anything story wise. I would love a Vietnam campaign, something more reminiscent of like a World at War, where it's showing the brutality of the war, and not really the hey, I'm a cool action set piece badass.
I don't want to see people's skins melt into napalm. That's gross, bro.
No, but I was watching. I can't remember how to say his name. Racevic or something like that on YouTube. That he did the Titanfall thing that you liked.
Oh yeah.
So he has a really it's RAYCEVICK. He does amazing critical analysis of games. So he did
Sounds
this
Eastern European.
he did this years later. No, I'm pretty sure he's American. He
Oh,
doesn't
really?
have an accent or anything.
Okay.
He has this years later thing, and so he did all the Halo games. So like Halo 1, 12, 14, 15, 16 years later, Halo 2, and basically they're like 45 to hour long videos going and critiquing every single piece of content in that game. He just did it with Mass Effect. He did a review that was of that same caliber with Titanfall. It's a lot shorter. It was like 17 minutes, but I mean what he said in 17 minutes was better than anybody has ever said when it comes to critiquing Titanfall that I've seen in every form of media. But he what was I trying to get to? He did a little video of talking about like how Call of Duty's lost its identity, and it basically talks about like looking at the old school Call of Duties and it's like, all right, this is what like Call of Duty used to be like. Not this, you're the super badass action hero that's saving the world. It used to be like Call of Duty was supposed to be the different one. That's why Call of Duty was created, to show you, no, you are not the badass. You are just a guy in the war. Like, that's why, like, when you died, you had these anti-war quotes pop up. And I think the original Call of Duty, I didn't even know this, starts off with you as a Russian while you're being invaded in World War II, and you actually don't even have a gun. So you're just watching these people die in front of you, and like, that's what Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, and Call of Duty 2 Big Red One did. It was like it showed you like, nah, dude, fucking World War II is brutal. Maybe not Call of Duty 3 as much because that's when they like fucking rushed that game out in like 8 months. But it just is that what they mean by the going back to the roots, or does it mean like, do you guys think it's like the set piece kind of thing?
Oh, by roots, I was just assuming they meant like
Setting.
not future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Historical.
I hope so. I hope they mean historical set piece. I'd also love them to go back to the you're just a dude in a war kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I double ever get that. I feel like everyone's just gonna be action movies at this point now until Activision just like bleeds Call of Duty dry.
True. But they also have 3 studios. Like Sledgehammer could be the one where they do their own thing where you're not this.
Sledgehammer's up too.
That's what I'm saying. This is the one that they're saying this year is going back to the roots is Sledgehammer's second entry. Yeah, I'd love them to do that. Maybe, hey, Sledgehammer is the weird one. So when we're gonna experiment a little bit more on, while Treyarch's gonna make the ones that sell 1 billion copies, and Infinity Ward's kind of in the middle. What?
Wasn't Sledgehammer? No, it was Treyarch, the third-person Vietnam game, right? Or was that Sledgehammer?
I think it was Treyarch. I might be wrong. I can't remember.
Because if it was Sledgehammer, then dude, that's already
It might have been Sledgehammer.
We already know that it's a Vietnam game. Because whenever they released it and said, yeah, we were working on a third-person Call of Duty game that was going to be Vietnam, but then we had to take over... Dude, I think it was Sledgehammer.
Because they had to take over with Modern Warfare 3 because half of Infinity Ward left. And Sledgehammer actually had to come in.
Yeah, so it was definitely Sledgehammer.
Damn, so this actually might be Vietnam then. That makes me excited. I hope it is, man.
It would be crazy.
I just want them to go. I miss Call of Duty. I miss like the old Call of Duty, whether it's the set piece thing we're talking about, or the magic that Infinity Ward had with the first 2 Modern Warfares and Treyarch's first Black Ops.
But what I will say though, and this is just coming, especially since Advanced Warfare was the last one I played, and the last Call of Duty I actually legitimately liked the campaign.
Gave a shit about. Same.
Yeah, it honestly does suck that they just ran that future thing to the fucking ground, because it would have been awesome to see in Advanced Warfare 2.
It would have, but at this point,
with Black Ops 3 and
but even
Infinite
if they didn't shit the bed with it, man, like we have Titanfall, we have Destiny, which is kind of more like fantasy, but it's still future.
Oh, yeah. But Advanced Warfare, I just mean like that stuff that they were like, yeah, this is on. Oh, like everything in Advanced Warfare is stuff that the military is either prototyping or it's just too expensive for them to give to all the soldiers.
Yeah, but I feel like Infinite Warfare was kind of like that too.
I know.
It was like us 20 years from now or something like that.
But I mean, wasn't that one like 21?
Way more of a sci-fi game.
I thought it was like 2152 or something like that.
You might be right, dude. Honestly, that game. Talk about a game that literally started so fucking strong. Like you will play like the first 3-4 hours of that game and be like, "Holy shit, dude!"
They're back on their Call of Duty games are like 6 hours long.
No, this one's like 12 hours long.
Yeah,
it's like it's like from what I know, like the longest Call of Duty game in a while.
Yeah.
I think Black Ops 3 was pretty long too. I haven't played the story. I don't care.
I played the story. Oh, you saying Black Ops 3? I thought you meant
I played 1 and 2.
I played 1 and 2. 2 is the weirdest Call of Duty game I ever played.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
confusing.
Still don't know what happened in 2.
Like Black Ops 1 had like the plot twist kind of thing at the end, and it was kind of confusing, but I pieced it together. But like I just don't know what happened in 2. Like it was just going back and forth too much.
The only thing I remember from 2 is when the credits rolled and a band came out and they just started playing music, and I was like, bro, why the fuck is my dude Frank Woods playing this music now?
Interesting.
That's all I remember from Black Ops 2.
I don't remember that
like,
at all.
The game going on, and then I'm like, is that how it ended? And then I just see like the dude Frank Woods 1, 2, and then he just starts hitting the drums. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on right now?
I don't remember this at all. I'm gonna have to fucking
bro
watch
look
this.
it up. Like there's like an ending like band montage in Black Ops 2.
Interesting. You have anything else to add?
Nope.
No sir.
All right.
Well, this has been episode 22 of the Nerd Outlet podcast. You can find us on youtube.com/Nerd Outlet, on Facebook at Nerd Outlet,
Facebook.com/Nerd Outlet. Just remember the .com.
And then on Twitter at Nerd Outlet, on Instagram at Nerd Outlet.
Yerp.
And
YouTube is just search us. Nerd Outlet. Search Nerd Outlet.
And I guess you can still look for the work in progress Tumblr Gabe's doing. R.I.P. Dreamcatcher. He'll be resurrected next episode, most likely.
Nah. He's gonna pull the whole I'm late at work again.
Yeah, probably.
Psych, guys, I'm actually already in Connecticut.
Shout out Connecticut one time.
All right. We out.